What do you do if you need to access a character that's not on your keyboard? You're typing a word, you have a character in it that you just don't have access to this way, or you want to use one of the alternates from an OpenType font. How do you get to that character? Well, DesignShop has a character list that makes that a lot easier. To start, I'm going to click on my lettering input tool. I'm going to click on screen where I want my lettering to be, and without typing anything, I'm going to hit enter to bring up all of my object properties for my lettering, including the character list. Now, if your object properties window is so narrow that you're not seeing that character list, you can expand that out by dragging the side just to make sure that you can see that. And then I'm going to click on it to expand. And here I can see lots of different characters, everything that's in the selected alphabet. Also have the option of viewing it in plain text. So if I click this, it's going to change everything to just be plain text. Now, for these two, I'm not seeing much of a difference. But if I had something like 3-color filigree, it's pretty ornate, and it's going to take a while to populate with all those pieces. And, well, honestly, I can't really tell the difference in a lot of these letters at this size. So if I change it to plain text, that makes it a little bit easier for me. So let's go back to basic block. And I'm going to uncheck plain text just so we can see it in basic block. And then I'm going to begin to type. Now, when I'm ready to insert the character, I can then scroll down the list to find the character that I want. Double click to have it show up. Continue typing, and then I'm just going to hit apply. Now, if I move this out of the way, you can see that I have that character that is definitely not on my keyboard. The same thing can apply if you're using an OpenType font. So let me go grab an OpenType. So I see the O, I've got an OpenType, I click on it, I hit apply. I wanted that to be a capital, so I'm going to change that real quick. Hit apply. And then I would like a little more flourish on the end of my O. So I'm going to delete that O. And then I'm going to insert this one. I'm going to double click. So when you see a triangle by a letter, it means it has alternates and you can choose them from a flout if you click on it. If you see one that does not have it, it'll just show the one main character, and I don't need anything else. I've already applied that O, so if I hit apply, it will then show up on screen. Excellent. Let's do one more. So monograms, I'm going to hit enter. So I just did 3 letters. I did it in basic block because I really wasn't paying attention. Let's grab seal monogram. All right, so in the preview, you can see that there are numbers associated with those borders. But if you're just typing things in, you may not see that. If you want to see a preview of what those look like, you've got them down here. So if I'm inserting a character, I can insert and see the left character, the center character, or the right character, so you can see what those shapes are. If I want to look at what borders are appropriate for a certain number of letters, I can look at what might be better for 1-letter monograms versus 2-letter monograms. I have 3 up, so I'm going to grab 3. And let's just double click on this. It's going to insert. Now when I have that preview, you would have noticed that that border is associated with the number 2. I could have done it by typing the number 2. When I double click here, it inserts that number 2. That just represents that border. When I hit apply, it will show up on screen with that border. So the character list gives you opportunities to expand what you would normally use for alphabet characters, as long as the alphabet or font has those characters in it.